Hello.
Hey.
Why do you track damage taken, sir?
Yeah, because I'm always on top.
Oh, it's the one that you can be on top of.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense.
Hey.
Hey.
Are they?
really quiet on Discord today.
Everyone's tired. It's Sunday.
Yeah.
Did my honey miss me?
No.
No. Oh,
Oh, is he talking to you, Zach? Okay, you get to keep him now.
Yo. Start making your way to the instance, guys.
Where is the entrance?
For the instance,
You
Yeah.
must know where it is.
remember, you go to where the pool is at the north, like exactly where you are on the map currently, like, then you get in the pond.
But did you complete the quest chain here, where you use the lance to kill, what is it? To kill a mob, and then Melissa and Jaina go with their arcane magic on the
it's
stone?
literally at the entrance.
Because if you haven't done that part, you can't get in, basically.
Isaac.
Highlight.
Alright, I'll be putting down portal spell. I still expect people to be here on their own accord, and I'm gonna be AFK, so.
Are groups sorted?
I'm not sure yet. Thanks for the summon. I'm already here though.
I had some fun in while pugging a heroic earlier today.
Mhm.
This statue here in front of us,
Yeah.
also my demon hunter. So while everyone else was clearing trash, I was parkouring.
What the fuck is training?
Outside the entrance.
Why?
Because no one said we are going inside.
But I summoned him.
But we're 20 people inside.
I'm back, sorry about that. I had to put some long deal and had something to doing to get.
You had to put on lingerie.
It is good you survived. I would hate for our gathering
Just
to end
walk at
prematurely.
an angle against that
Enough of
thing
these
until
games,
you get
Azara.
bumped up,
Face
and
us.
then you jump.
I find it much
Patience,
easier
little
right at the back.
one. We will be together
Standing there
soon
jumping
enough.
like crazy people.
But it's fun to stand and jump like crazy.
Testing?
1, 2, 3.
Ashwin means to hold us at bay.
He
but
can't
I
hear
can
any of
sense
you.
fonts of magic close
That would be
by
why
are
he
feeding into this
ignored
room.
like with his
I hear you.
lingerie comment.
If we disrupt the flow of those
Lingerie.
channels, Ashvane's buried.
Oh, yeah, I
will
missed that
fall.
too.
I didn't hear what he said. It sounded like he said he put on lingerie. I was like, what?
So I thought he
You
said,
do need to put that on before you raise.
of course. I'm hoping we're all here if we're pulling the trash.
It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet. It's still charging. It's not ready yet.
He had some holy paladin in our pug today that was doing everything wrong. So I basically explained how to play the Glimmer, and then
Yeah.
she just ignored it anyway and did what she was doing. Casting 60 fucking holy lights, then you might as well just, you know, play something else.
Thing is, if people don't ask for advice, they will probably not take it.
I can't use that item yet.
Every time that stupid shot.
It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. I can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet. It's still recharging.
Yeah, that's fine, Shin. As long as we know we can get you on Discord or in Guild.
It's not ready yet.
Make sure to have fun.
I need a target.
Ooh, kitty. Come here, kitty.
I can't use
Sangha wants to play. I'm totally not putting off the new guy.
I think someone said something, but no.
Could you hear me?
Now we can.
You're pretty quiet though.
Oh, it is a one-handed sword.
Modest.
free rides for the ladies.
The one you got.
No problem, Zach. I assume you'll stick around on Discord. Although I've got you on hashtag so I can poke you if needed.
So I start doing ready checks and pull timers before trash.
Right, it might make sure everyone's actually awake. I'm just waiting for everyone to move up. So we're not doing this, missing people. Okay, looks like we're pretty much all here. Let's kill it.
It's still
Evening.
Hey, Dashi.
It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging.
The Italian ginger with the British accent.
I can't use that item yet. I don't have a target. I need a target.
Is that a reference to his diet?
It might be.
I was wondering where you got the Italian bit from. That makes sense.
ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet.
No problem, Dvas.
It's still recharging. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. I need a target. It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. It's still recharging. It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. I can't use that item yet. Range. It's not ready yet. It's too far away. It's still recharging. It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging.
The ritual has begun. We all
Okay,
have
so
our
remember for this
parts to
one, we're going to be
play.
split
Isn't that
into
so,
two
my
groups.
child?
Groups 1 and 3 with me, groups 2 and 4 with Bait.
Yes, my
We
queen.
move around the boss
I
clockwise. We're going to be
sacrifice
moving
all that I am
after we
to
get the
serve
tornadoes spawning each time to keep you safe. Please
you.
stay
Gaze
with your
upon
tank, move
true
with them and don't run ahead.
devotion, landwalkers.
When we get the ad phase, we
Behold
have
the
got
rage of a queen.
demon hunters assigned to break
Strike
the
that
spawn
monstrosity
traps.
down,
We only want to have
champions.
one
We
broken
must
per
stop
line
the
so we don't
flow
get
of
too many
energy from this
tornadoes.
chamber.
Then remember, position in the middle of the area so you don't get knocked out with the Gale buffet. If you've got one of the ones where you can position against the blockage where the stairs are, use that, it will help. And we need to see stuns and interrupts on the little ads so they don't chain lightning us to death.
Get all the buffs up before we move apart.
That would be a good idea, yeah.
Yeah, flasks, please.
Okay, 1 and 2, grab 2 flasks, please. 3 and 4, just grab 1.
Dress is it?
The consumables are on left though, since you go in there, suppose you
Flutter.
Santi and Duas are on my side, but they're not on my side.
Okay, make sure you're in the correct sides, please.
Oh shit, they changed it. Yeah, okay, sorry.
Okay, make sure you're in the right place. And then let's see
Dwarf,
some good
dwarf.
tornado dodging.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No escape!
Bam!
Power overwhelming!
Bam!
Weak! Power overwhelming!
Bam! Bam!
We're going to do a slightly bigger move with the next wave of tornadoes. They're getting ahead of us.
Bam! Bam!
Overwhelming!
Bam!
Okay, we're looking nice and even at the moment. That's good. Here are the squall traps.
Power overwhelming! Your doom closes in!
Okay, time for the ads. Please only break one of those. You get double. Remember interrupts.
Oh, bloody hell, come on.
Can't do anything for you, Sean.
Okay, let's wipe. That is too many dead.
Can I suggest that when we break the orbs, we might maybe aim for the middle one? Or is that impractical?
We normally do the one near melee because that's where the breakers are.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't think it's going to make that much difference as long as we only get one broken. We had two there, which then caught some people out as they tried to dodge through.
There's literally zero difference if you break the middle one compared to breaking that one, like, or helping us, I mean.
No, the idea was that if you do get knocked back by Gale, and it knocks you back far enough, you'll more likely end up in the middle of those orbs. So it just happened to me.
Well, it moves
Well,
in a
just
circle.
don't position yourself so you can get knocked back into the orbs, please.
Like, if you see it in your way, you don't move. It's hard? No.
You know what I'm talking about. The big ad knocking back. So you aim for the middle. You make sure you don't get thrown off the platform. So you stand with your back towards the lane. That's my problem.
Yeah, they
Try
do
to
spawn
use
in
a
a
circle.
spawn
Use a
in a-
You
circle.
stand in the middle of the platform.
Yeah,
so
you
it
should
doesn't
never
knock
be
you
getting
out.
hit into those. If you're getting hit into those, you're standing in the wrong place. But yeah, they do spawn in a fixed position. We should only have one person breaking them. We really don't want to have two down in a staggered fashion.
Yeah, that's also what happened at our side. Someone ran into an orb and put 2 whirlwinds on top of each other. It was an extra problem. But it's fine. For me, I'll just use a circle. No problem there anymore.
I just need to summon quick and I'll be ready.
No problem, we can arrange that.
I need to get closer.
They seem to have always be in the same place.
Yeah, I've seen diagrams showing them all in the same place.
Can I get some buffs, please?
I think the food is still up. Yeah, it is.
Right, just say when ready, device.
Good to go. Sorry.
No problem.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your doom closes in.
Bam!
Power overwhelming.
Bam!
Power overwhelming.
Bam! Bam!
Power overwhelming.
Bam! Bam!
Overwhelming.
Okay, we're still about equal, that's good.
Bam!
We're down a healer, but let's see if we can cope.
Got 2 healers dead.
No, we haven't. We've got 1 dead.
Power overwhelming. No escape.
More guys, Puck.
See, we're going backwards, guys.
I can dispel sunlight if you need. Just call who? Yourself.
Okay, remember, interrupts and stuns.
Big quadrista.
My pet's too far from him, so run the other way.
Yeah, it stays where we start the fight.
Yeah, I've been moving him with me.
Flutter block.
Hey, I'm back on the bus.
Who's still the ends on my side?
Bam!
Okay. My side, move up with me, so we're kind of opposite. Remember?
To us, Clove.
Unworthy.
Okay, now we've lost 2 healers. Let's wipe up.
Bam! Bam!
Drown beneath the tides.
As far as wipe calling goes, can we just leave that to the raid lead, because there's mixed messages and I really do not want to have a wipe called when we are still going and it's recoverable. So only Becca will call that. If it's not Becca saying the wipe, you ignore it.
The wipe called earlier.
No, but it was distraction when I'm not sure who was
I
it.
think
that
someone
said
called there were 2 healers dead, which then meant I'm going
Right,
looking
was
again.
dead, right?
Yeah, one got
Yeah,
rest.
but he was already res, so we had 1 healer. Don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on these things. If you do extra calls like that, it will take my attention away from the movement, which is not ideal. But yeah, we need better tornado dodging, and please stick with your tank. Don't get ahead of them, don't get left far behind. We're helping you keep positioning for the tornadoes. My side's been consistently slow, but I'm not sure if that's because we've had someone dead. Yeah, the trucks should be in the same place. I've seen lots of things that say they are, but it shouldn't really be too relevant if people stick with their marked tank. The idea is we're keeping the movement controlled, and if you stay with it, we'll all be in the same quadrant. Lights don't stand in tornadoes.
Also, make sure that dispels happen. My bomb never got dispelled, and my pet had somehow died, so I
It
couldn't
got
even do it
dispelled.
myself.
It got dispelled, but it was
Did it?
late. Yeah,
Okay.
it was late though. You
But
had
I was
probably
also
3
cornered in.
seconds.
Yeah, I was cornered in by tornadoes also at that point, which didn't help.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, thanks. I missed the fact that it got dispelled.
You're over with me as well, Dash, by the way.
Thank you, Yumi.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No escape.
Bam!
Power overwhelming.
Bam!
Power overwhelming.
Was close.
Bam! Bam!
We're catching up on you, base.
Bam! Bam!
Okay, there are the traps.
Power overwhelming.
More guys back.
Okay, let's see some stuns and interrupt. Remember, if you're on my side, you can use the barrier at the wall. You won't get knocked anywhere unsafe with that.
More, can you rebuff him, please?
Right, same again.
Bam!
Power overwhelming.
Bam!
Power overwhelming.
Bam! Bam!
Power overwhelming.
Bam!
Power
Bam!
overwhelming.
Bam!
Okay, we're still pretty equal, that's good. Here are the traps. Be on the side with me.
Power overwhelming.
Okay, those are not as accurate as I thought they were going to be. Okay, stuns and interrupts on the ads.
Use the wall, Mike.
Yep, we have no wall this time. In my side, we are so behind on our ads. The other side, you're just going to have to hang on while we finish ours off. Okay, there we go. Let's get the boss finished off.
Bam!
Power overwhelming.
Well done.
Where's this loot?
there is a Jeeves. Make sure you repair.
Well done. Now to find the last font and destroy it. The sooner we do so, the better our chances of foiling Ajara's mad scheme.
I can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet. It's still recharging. It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet.
Fucking Dwayne.
I can't use that item yet.
Dwayne, I thought that was Zack's elemental. We don't have a Zack.
Zack's elemental. It's just the elemental.
Oh, it's all elementals. Okay.
Yeah, all the rock elementals. So it's fine.
Oh, I thought it was just Zack's one that was called Dwayne.
No, just like all Martin statues are called Dave.
Okay, good to know.
It's still recharging. I can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet.
Fisher.
What do those fish actually do?
It's for the secret fish achievement.
Yeah,
Ah.
sometimes you get a rare fish from it. If you get the entire list, you get the toy. I believe it's a miniaturized or a compressed ocean or something. You can fish from that.
Oh, how cool.
Did you say how cool?
I'm very easily pleased, so.
Yeah.
What is not cool about having a compressed ocean in your pocket?
Yeah, Demise, what's so cool about that?
It's not ready yet.
Hell, are such nerds.
I mean, know your audience, that's all I'm saying.
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's a
know.
good point.
Kick the volley, kick the volley, kick the volley, kick the volley. Good job.
It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. It's not ready yet. I can't use
Okay, so who's going to forget to pick up their breathing buff this week?
I did last week, but nobody noticed, and I quickly ran back, so it won't be me today.
Breathing is overrated.
Well,
You seem to use up a lot of air sac.
It's not ready yet.
Wow.
You don't need air to survive.
I can't use that
Long.
yet. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need to get closer. It's still recharging.
I don't suppose it's befitting of a GM to say that if you steal my fishies, I will kick you from the guild.
It's not ready yet.
It's fitting of my last guild.
I can't use that item yet.
Let's not go through that. Now.
It's still recharging.
I remember in DBC there was talk of a specific guild where the hunter was the GM, and they never went for the maiden in what was the first dungeon there, the 10-man, Karazhan, because it killed his pet. So they never went for it because the pet would die. What logic?
Wow.
Well, guys apparently loved his pet, but
I mean, if
Made a
you stay in
mistake.
that guild, then you have chosen to save the pet.
There we go.
if I remember, there was a few bits for heroes in that.
I need a target. It's still recharging. It's not ready yet. I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging.
The magic source is nearby, but proceed carefully.
I can't use
Ajara
that
will
item
not have
yet.
left it unguarded.
It's still recharging. It's not ready yet.
Tangor, check officer.
Hold on.
I can't use that.
Let me check that question.
It's not ready. I don't have a target. It's still recharging.
No, not necessarily. If you want, you can sort me out on this boss.
Okay, so on this one, remember on platform 2, we are going to be sacrificing all of the piercing barbs. So if you've got an immunity, great. If not, you're going to die, and we'll res you if we can. We're only going to res just before the pufferfish dies or just before the platform change, though, so we don't have you die straight away. But please don't be in that piercing barb line if it's going to be immunited or we're sacrificing. On platform 1 and 3, I'm going to be spell warding the first line, so don't be in. But other than that, they're going to be on the marker that's going to be going down. And we'll take the portal to the marker and get everyone in the line. Please respect the 5-yard range, though. Really important, both when we're picking up the pufferfish or when we're in the line, because otherwise we end up zapping.
I'm just going to give them all to you and you move. So you should, even if this goes very wrong, you should have. Right, I'm off.
I have many wares.
I'm not gonna park outside since I'm PvP enabled and let it all live.
Many farewells.
But you have warlocks there. Good luck.
It would have helped if you put your portal marker down before porting out. approximately where Squibs, do you know approximately where it goes, and I'll stick the marker down.
I think he does. He's been copying me. So.
Perfect.
Well, copying. He's been putting his portals there as well in case I die.
Okay, so remember, first one on platforms 1 and 3 is going to be spell warding. Platform 2, we solo and sacrifice, otherwise you get in the line, and we kill the pufferfish at the start of the platform, and then we need another one after the second piercing barb. Squibs, we might need one on the last platform, it depends, although if we're like at 20% again like last time, chances are we'll just sacrifice people.
What's the range check you need to be?
5.
Cool.
Dashi. Dashi.
Yes.
Your name is now Twy, by the way.
Okay.
That won't be
For the
confusing in
AA.
the slightest.
Do I need to go re-roll Druid as well?
No.
Okay, that's everyone ready. Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And they don't be in that first line. Shock pulse. Okay, ready to get in the line, then kill the pufferfish.
Solo.
Kill the pufferfish. It might need a bit more damage on it before we need to kill it. Okay, get ready for the next line. Shock pulse. Okay, 5 seconds till new platform. Okay, we're really good on DPS. This is good. So, Squibs, I don't think we're going to need that portal on the last platform. I'm anticipating sacrificing. So let's get some damage on the boss, but don't interrupt. And then remember, we are soloing or sacrificing every beam on this platform.
Oh, she's dead. Or dying.
Don't take the portal.
Okay, so piercing barb incoming, don't be in that line.
Rip.
Yeah, bye Dashi. Okay, it's fine. We've got res. We'll res when it's safe to. Shock pulse.
Need more on this fish.
Okay, ready to not be in the line and finish off the pufferfish.
Res one of the
Shock Pulse. Get ready to not be in the line again. Bye, Dashi.
Really didn't like it.
It's fine, we're gonna kill it so quickly on the next platform, it'll be okay. Shock Pulse. Okay, get ready to move. We'll kill the pufferfish and heal up, then we'll finish the boss before it can do any harm to us. Okay, you won't be getting a bot, but you're just going to kill it before it does anything anyway. But get that pufferfish first so we can heal up, please. Okay, finish it off. We're just going to sacrifice any barbs we get, but I don't think we'll get one. Good job, that was really quick.
Font and destroy it.
Okay, time for Ashvane.
The sooner we do so, the better our chances of foiling Ajara's mad scheme.
Alright. Nice loot.
My first time not dying on the first
I know, it got Dashi instead. Obviously it's a chamois thing.
Yeah. I like to go for people who don't have immunities.
Well, just so I didn't want to get that stacking shit that happens every time you get blown away by the shock pulse. I was inside of the fish's fucking anus, and apparently it shoots away the barb from the anus.
If only Legato didn't die, the Deathlog would be a very pleasing colour scheme.
It would. Right, you're on your own tanking trash. I'm having to go all the way back to loot.
Nice.
Oh wow, rip.
Oh, great. Let's get you invited, Zach. You've got Zach to tank. It's fine.
Let us see how
There's
brave
two of you.
Ashvane is without a magical shield to protect her.
It's not going to be worth it, me going all this way, is it?
Probably not.
Believe.
Does it drop anything, that was?
It does.
We had a deal, Ashara.
Yeah, not a whole lot. I'm mostly going in case it's loot that someone else
I
needs.
I merely wanted
Because
our
if it was just for
guests
me,
to
I'd let it
bear
come through in the mail,
witness
but
to
it's
your
in case anyone else
glorious
wants it.
ascension.
You know what?
No!
That was actually an
Not like
upgrade.
this!
It's the one thing it could drop. I'll see what the traits are like on it.
You asked to be powerful, Priscilla.
But how do you know if it's
Consider our
upgraded if you
bargain
haven't checked?
It's an eye level upgrade, which the stats is usually worth it for Paladin tanks, and usually the traits they need are so that it'll be fine. But I'll have a look. If you trade me to ask, I can enchant it for you. It's probably quicker. Since we've got improved gear, I want to try without your cooldown on the bull squibs. You can do it at the 2-minute time and see if that allows us to transition.
Okay.
Because we were slightly short on damage last time, but I'm hoping that we're going to be increased this week. We've got a load more gear and we've got a load more Azurite and stuff. Okay, make sure you grab your Vantus runes if you haven't already. Okay, let's kill this trash. I got here and you were standing looking at it, so I figured there was a reason, but we would like to kill it and get on with this boss.
Oh, Alliance are just invading. I'll just come over.
I don't have a target.
Okay, so make sure you got a Vantus rune for this one. Make sure you're in the correct traits, talents, etc., because we need to do good output. We're going to have the 2-minute cooldowns in the 2-minute times, the 3 minutes, starting at 1 minute in, which is the start of the phase, first phase 2. Then if you're not on a 2-minute or 3-minute, just use it whenever available with a bit of common sense, obviously. And I'm hoping, without moving one of the 3 minutes to the full, we're going to be able to transition at the correct time.
We get health stats. Thank you.
Vantus are in the guild bank. It's in the Boozy's privates tab.
But where is Guild Bank?
There's one next to Zach. There's one at the top of the stairs.
Oh, thank you.
You can always put your own down through your abilities tab.
Okay.
Okay, so please use your cooldowns at the assigned times. If you're assigned as a bubble breaker, please make sure you're breaking those bubbles. It is important we have DPS at the correct times to get the transitions right. And make sure, please, that you're dodging upsurge, that's the swirlies. You're putting the briny bubbles in the right spots. and you are making sure that we break the coral right. So we're aiming to break one coral per pair rather than lots, because then if we do too many, we get extra circles. So you break a coral, if you're breaking it, you go soak those circles, and it goes nice and smoothly. Cauldron is any time from 3 minutes, so we'll have one after this next ball. Okay, Twilight is ready. Let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll tear you apart! Your corpses will
Stack those
feed
bubbles.
the depths.
Okay, I'm only going to grab them if they come too close.
Impossible!
Okay, phase 2. Remember to clump. Okay, time to break some corals. Make sure you soak the circle.
Your corpses will
Stack the
feed
bubbles.
the depths.
Okay, ready to break the rest of the coral. Make sure you soak the circles. Soak those circles. And back into phase 1.
When you have that chance.
externals. Stack those bubbles. Okay, they're all gone. I can die. We're gonna wipe though, we have too many dead. But we did get to 68% on our first phase 2, which is pretty decent. That's better than last week. And we transitioned about the right time into first phase 2, so I'm happy that we've got our
Got recovery.
cooldown timings about right. Perfect, don't release. So let's carry on as we're doing it with cooldowns. We need to, if you're getting hit, make sure you're dodging Orisa. They need to cut the coral. Everyone else needs to not be in the line.
I was marked and I was, making a line. I don't know how.
You still need to see where the other people with lines are. Okay, let's get a cauldron down now because those of us with only one flask only got like 5-6 minutes. You just want to not get hit by those. Just think about where they are and position yourself out the way of the line. Okay, grab flasks. This is going to be the last cauldron tonight. Can we get a feast? Thanks.
It's too far away.
There's still flasks. If you can grab another one, please do so.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your corpses will feed them.
Stack the bubbles. stack in the barrier.
Azerite is mine to wield.
Break some corals. Don't be in the lines. Remember to soak the circles.
Drown like the rats you are.
Should we accept this, Rez?
Yeah, because we still need to practice this a bit.
How long I've waited for that.
Okay, let's wipe. It's 2 tanks and a healer down. I still want to keep rezzing people until we're getting to the 3rd phase 1 without deaths. Then I'd like to use them so people get more practice and so we can see what our numbers are like.
How long I've waited for that.
Oh, you do that little dance in game as well?
I always walk around people's characters, like I find I'm being rude if I run through them.
Yeah.
Which is really stupid, but it's like when those.
Michelle?
Yeah.
Come back.
Oh yeah.
No problem, Dashi. There's still a flask. Someone take it. Sure, the best way to avoid the little awkward dance with the bubbles. Bubbles need to move to the right spot, and if you're not in a bubble, you should be able to assume the bubbles will move to the right spot, so you can stand still while they run through. You have to trust them. Let's get some food. Ah, it was the beam. Okay then, yeah. With the beam, it's a little bit more actually making sure you both go to the right spot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You! I'll tear you apart! Drown like the rats!
Stack those bubbles. I'll get the near bubble if needed.
Impossible!
Stack in the barrier. Okay, let's cut some corals.
Azerite is mine to wield!
Remember to soak circles after.
Your corpses
Stack the bubbles.
will feed the depths.
Okay, get the rest of the corals. Make sure you soak the bubbles.
Die, vermin! You should have killed me when you had the chance!
Okay, back to phase 1. Externals.
Drown like the rats!
Stack those bubbles. Yeah, let's practice our movement a little bit more, but we're going to be wiping soon.
Your corpses will
Stack those bubbles. Yeah, this is where we push the boss, then we break the bubbles. Okay, let's wipe since we're slightly behind. Also, we're down the tank and healer. I wanted to see if we could still transition at about the right time. So we're pretty close. Just like a few seconds off. That's not bad. And we're at 65, so I'm pretty happy with our damage at the moment.
die, vermin! Azerite is mine to wield! Is this true power?
Yeah, second shield is second pots, third shield is bloodlust. Okay, so we will be on track next time. There was seconds in it for the time. And if we've got second pots, I shouldn't be using them as I need to make sure mine's available at the right time for soaking. But other than that, I'd like to see them all used.
I mean, it's use it whenever it's best for you in the second shield. So
Yeah,
there isn't
obviously.
really there isn't really a set time for that she can call it, apart from maybe at the beginning of phase 2.
Sick gateway.
Please make sure you have your food buffs. This is a DPS check. Okay, now that's all the raid can think about. So you distracted them all, Demise.
I think that's funny, actually.
Don't mind if I play one-handed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Too much damage now.
Sorry. Oh, you didn't get any tricks, which probably didn't help.
It explain why it was different to normal.
Stack those bubbles. Stack in the barrier.
Azerite is mine to wield.
We'll break some corals. Remember to soak circles after.
Drown like the rats.
Stack the bubbles. Okay, let's break the remaining corals. Soak those circles. And back to phase 1. remember, this is your second pots in this phase. Externals. Stack the bubbles. You move her a bit.
Yeah, sorry, Zach, no.
That'll be like not moving in the direction I expect. There we go. I'm dead at the right time, but so is Zach. Let's wipe it.
Yeah, I managed to take a water log at the start.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well, it's because I couldn't move the bots away from the goal. Just refused to move.
Okay, try not to get stuck on the coral. We're going to have one more pull before break time. I'd like to get into the second phase 2 properly without having people there. But DPS is looking good. I'm pretty happy. He died that time because he took a bubble at the start, which is because I was distracted by the aggro being wrong on the pull. So I was looking at what caused the problem. So please, let's get the aggro right on the pull and don't soak bubbles unless you're me or you're assigned on the first wave in Shield 3.
Please. Also remember tricks and misdirects so that I don't have to blow all my shit in a suboptimal manner to hold aggro at the spot.
And so I'm not doing why is it on me and missing the bubble soak.
I can easily pop double crucible and cyclotronic, but it's really suboptimal. Like
Remember as well, when we do the coral breaking, we're starting out by breaking the close corals, but we really do need all of them to get broken, so don't forget about those far away ones as well.
I'm moving the boss over.
Yeah, that helps if you move it over there.
Super. DPS check.
Yeah, as Gub said, if you watch that video that was posted, it was really good about upsurge movement. How you can bait and then use the movement to get to the next spot. Line?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll tear you apart! Drown like the
Stack those bubbles.
impossible!
Clump in the barrier. Okay, let's break some corals. Remember to soak the circle after.
The right is mine to wield.
Watch you're not in the line.
Drown like
Stack the bubbles.
you are.
Ready to break the rest of the coral. Don't forget the far away ones. Soak the circles after.
You should have killed me when you had that
And a
chance.
soak or a miss?
Yeah, we missed soak.
Missed it.
We can't have missed soaks.
No, it was a missed cut.
It's a missed cut. We can't forget the far away ones then. Did just remind you before this pull about far away ones.
Someone ran there. Their partner just wasn't looking where they were, I guess.
Let's just deal with it. I'll just have to soak some extras. It'll be fine.
It's just
Please
like a
don't help me soak because it is a waste of my time running for ones than you run into. Externals.
Waited for that. Your corpses will feed
Stack those bubbles.
second pop phone to kill it.
Yep. Okay, I'm dead too early. We've got DPS dead as well. Let's wipe it.
Yeah, someone ran to the far one. Whoever was
Yeah.
blue, their partner just didn't.
Yeah, I was the other one, but I saw we were good because I stood at the other far one.
Yeah.
don't be afraid to use Discord in that phase
No, no.
to communicate position.
No, it looked good for me when I saw it.
Okay,
That's the thing. I don't understand why the far one.
so just something happened. At least you were actually looking for it, so it's
Yeah.
okay. We're gonna have a break, and we're gonna come back to this. You've got 10 minutes. Make sure you're back, ready to go in.
We had to cut too, but I don't know if my partner saw me. Because there were no one at the other one, so I had to cut that. But I was in line for the other one as well. But I don't know if my partner saw. So if he went further, stood what would have been on the wall side, on the very wall side, then maybe we. I didn't see that though last minute or last second.
Would have probably been avoided if we got 3 in the first.
Yeah.
We had two beams, cut the same one.
Could you put up a summoning portal?
Guild repairs are enabled, guys.
Oh, there is a Jeeves up. I know not everyone's back, but guild repairs are off. Go use them to repair. Still got a minute and a half.
My apology, I've forgotten to enable those.
Ding, 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 motherfucker.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, that is end of break. Guild repairs on. There's a Jeeves up, so repair. Let's get rebuffed. I want to see less damage from upsurge. Those are the swirlies. I want to see people not helping with the rippling wave bubbles because one, it makes the damage go off too quick, which is a healing problem. It wastes my cooldowns and it's unnecessary damage on people. We have 5 assigned to take it staggered in one wave. Please don't touch them otherwise. And make sure we're doing a good job on the coral. We need to break all of them, including the far away ones, and we really need to make sure the circles get soaked. So let's do this better. We need to not lose anyone early on, please. And all the healing can go on the tanks who are going to be taking a ridiculous amount of damage, and we need that. We need it not diverted, especially when we have to 3 heal this for the DPS requirement. Yeah, the priest bubble should hopefully be in a safe spot, but do move around the boss and not get in those bubbles. It is a problem. Brilliant. So we just need to all get into it. I'm calling that. So hopefully everyone is getting in there.
Remember tricks and misdirects, please.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll tear you apart!
Stack the bubbles. Okay, let's finish off his shield.
Impossible.
Stack in the barrier. Okay, let's break the coral. Make sure you soak the circle. Soak those circles. Stack the bubbles.
Your corpses will feed the depths.
Okay, break those remaining corals. Don't forget the circles after.
You should have killed me when you had that chance.
Okay, back to phase 1.
Second part.
Yep. Externals.
Go the other side of this pack.
Your corpses will
Stack those
feed
bubbles.
the depths.
You can let me die anytime now, but I'll soak any extra bubbles to kill myself if I have to. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is the one where we push the boss instead of the briny bubbles. So we get the bubbles after.
Don't know why you moved out of the stack there.
Yeah, that was really dumb.
Let's wipe. Good dead tank.
How long have I waited for that?
How much health does the one bubble give?
It's a percent. Let me double check. %. So it depends on the.
How far off
But
were we?
We
Not
would have pushed
too
it.
far.
One bubble hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still have like 10 million to go.
Did everyone use their second part?
When is it? It needs to be pushed before that rippling wave hits.
During,
like
so
phase
it's
one.
before it hits. So the third rippling wave is the one that we're going to have hit the boss after the shield goes.
Yeah, so we weren't far off then.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well. Okay, we're still getting people taking a load from Upsurge. We're still getting people helping me soak those Rippling Wave bubbles. Don't do it. Please just focus on what you need to do and make sure this size. Where's the food? Okay, please make sure you're fully buffed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Why is it on me?
Because I had to move further. So yeah.
Oh, sorry, I just ran straight into that.
It's fine. Stack those bubbles. Dodge the bubbles better, please.
Impossible.
Stacking the barrier. Okay, ready to break corals. Remember to soak the circles after.
Your right is mine to wield.
Soak those circles. Stack the bubbles.
Did I make it move away from me?
Can you use an immunity to get out? Okay, break the rest of the corals.
I got the file.
Great.
With red.
Remember circles after.
Die, vermin. You should have killed
Okay, back
me
to
when
phase
you had the
1.
chance.
Remember second pots in this phase.
How long I've waited for that.
Keep going right to the back
Externals.
of the room.
Your corpses will
Stack
feed
those
the
bubbles.
depths. Die, vermin.
Okay, I'm free to die now.
take
break the shield before the bubbles hit.
Your corpses will feed the depths. Impossible.
I'll get them all.
Okay, get them out. And we're into phase 2 again. Okay, ready to break the corals. Don't forget to soak circles after.
I got the side of the blood coral.
Mine to wield. Your
Okay, stack the bubbles.
feed the depths.
Get ready to break the remaining corals. There's 5, so we're going to have to break them in pairs. This means we need extra
I'm ready
people to
to
soak
bow.
circles. Perfect. Okay, soak those circles. 46.
You should have killed me with
Let's wipe it there. But that's us into the third phase 1. That is a little bit early for the bloodlust, I think.
Yeah, it's a
It's
minute
about a
early.
minute. That's not 6 minutes. And we've got people dead, but we had a few DPS dead, and we're a bit behind with the damage we wanted in that phase, but that should work out with more people alive. We have recovery.
I'm in the call again.
We got recovery.
Yep.
Your corpse.
I think if Spritney gets his way, half the raid will be ready with recovery.
Yeah. In fact, though, Zach, it works out the timings again. Do work out going into the second phase
Yeah,
2.
that's nice.
So we don't even need to worry about it. Just keep
If
doing what we're doing.
blocks with the bubbles.
Do you want me to taunt slightly early so I get the second bubble as well? If we get one.
Yeah, if you want. If you could, yeah. I mean, if you see that there's not a smash for ages and the if there's no briny bash for ages and there's a bubble that you can take, just take it. I'll know what you're doing.
Okay.
Those briny bubble shits on that, like around 335. So what's that? The third bubble set in the second phase
335 is third bubble. Those are the ones where we're going to push the boss before we break people out.
Sorry, no, wait. Is he talking about briny bubbles or the bubbles that are
The rippling wave
soaked?
bubbles.
No, the briny
Yeah.
bubbles could be
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
briny bubbles.
run further away with them from the boss.
Yeah, I mean, I did run quite far away from the boss, didn't I?
We should be able to move them a little bit further if that's useful, yeah.
You want me to go even further than I went?
I don't know exactly where they were this time, but sometimes it feels like they're a bit too close for comfort.
There was one person still in melee, but 2 of us were miles away on that.
That one we can manage. That's it's a third.
The ones we're delaying the killing
yeah.
of.
Right.
And it's the second phase 1. It's with the ones that correspond with the third rippling wave, because that's the only one where we don't need to break people out straight away. It's better to just push the last bit off the boss.
Yeah.
Because we really need transition
I
at
can
that
move
moment.
away.
It wasn't you, it was me, and I did move away.
You
But
sure?
one person was still in melee. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Trying to
Because
think which bubble it
I
was.
can be in melee and have a better healing for those damaged bubble things when we're breaking them.
Yeah, yeah. Sure. Can we mark Zach as well, please?
Oh, of course, yeah. He can even have my markers. I don't really need it.
There you go. There's your stack.
Yay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll tear you apart! Drown like the
Stack those
rats
bubbles.
you are.
So like I would aggro with my shoulder.
Impossible!
Clump in the barrier, don't get hit.
Move out the coral.
Okay, phase 2. Break some coral, remember to soak circles.
Was trying to get there, but I didn't take the direction.
Corpses will feed
Stack those bubbles. Okay, break the rest of the coral. Make sure you soak the circles after. %, not too bad. And back to phase 1. Remember, second part's this phase.
My bad, I thought it was sooner.
Externals.
corpses will
Stack the bubbles. Don't bring the boss towards that bubble. Okay, you can let me die now. Okay, remember, push boss before bubbles. Okay, stack the briny bubbles, but push the boss into phase 2. Perfect. Well, now break them out the briny bubbles.
Oh, Jack, take the one. Take the ones back.
He's in the bubble.
How long I've waited for that!
Shit, that was bad.
Okay, get ready to break the corals.
Azerite is mine to wield!
I wanted to practice this phase actually. We'll wipe now, but please don't call the wipes.
Your corpses will feed the depths! How long I've waited for that!
You got recovery.
You should have killed me when you had that chance!
I'll die now. Standing Coral.
Die, vermin.
15 seconds to die, guys. After that, we don't have
Just
line
jump
to
in
rest.
something.
Is this true power?
Should take the
Can you
rest
give me a
now,
summon?
Zach. Yeah.
We've got Devotion, we've got Darkness, and we've got something of Spritney's at that second one. I don't think we have the barrier. The barrier is going to be on the second one and the third shield.
Barry's on cooldown for that one. We have Devo on the last there instead.
Yeah.
Sangar, you got some feasts, right?
No, Ayuma had them all.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Santi.
Well, we were, but now we lost a 2-minute cooldown, so we might not make it again. So we need to work it out again. Work out if we're going to make it or not.
Yeah, we'll see if it works out this ball. If it doesn't, we can move things if we need to.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, has anyone got spare flasks? Because I don't think Sango's got another one.
Yeah, I've got one.
Great.
Thanks. I'm quickly gonna check if the fees are back in the bank.
Santi's got some, so
Yeah, but if I can take over, then Salty doesn't need to deplete his stash.
so we'll see how it goes with the timings. If we need to adjust something, we will.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You! I'll tear you apart!
Stack those bubbles.
Rats you are! Impossible!
Clump in the barrier.
Die, vermin!
Don't get hit by those bubbles when you're in the barrier. Okay, get ready to break the coral.
Azerite is mine to wield!
Remember to 6 circles.
Drown like
Stack those bubbles.
you are!
die here.
Get the rest of the coral. Don't forget to soak circles. Okay, back to phase 1. Remember, pots in this phase. Externals.
Drown like the rats you are.
Stack those bubbles. Okay, I can die whenever now.
Next bubbles we move away from here.
Yep.
Long I've waited for that.
Okay, now it's time to push the boss over.
Your corpses will feed the depths.
Get the boss over the briny bubbles. We really need to break the carapace.
Yeah, we've got a bubble soak already.
Yeah.
It was pretty close though.
Yeah, we've got a DPS dead, so I think with everyone alive, we should be okay. Let's wipe.
I'm surprised I didn't die from 4 stacks of damage.
Yeah, me too. He's probably dead now. But we don't. I was going to call Pain Spurgeon, but you have it assigned, didn't you?
Yeah, we do. I'm gonna need that one.
I threw Iron Bark on because mine's back.
Oh, cheers. Right, that's right. Okay.
But you had Shield Wall as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I popped everything.
Okay, that's good.
It's
I
more
mean, we pretty much made the
We
timer.
had someone dead, and we were almost there, so we should be fine.
We probably also need to replace the human a 2-minute cooldown at the start.
No, that's what we were
that
just
first phase was
saying.
awesome.
That's what we were just saying. We
Oh,
wanted
sorry.
to check before changing anything, and we managed it fine, so we're not changing anything.
Okay, so yeah, I was just reading and some of it escaped me.
Sure. No, that's what we tested. Thanks, Santi.
Okay, Santi, I have feast now, so it's fine. I'll put him down.
Santi's always the savior.
Yeah, don't want to waste time.
He saved us with scrolls yesterday. That last raid. Literal god.
He saved you with what?
Scrolls, attack power scrolls. We didn't have a
Battle shout.
Squirrels? I thought you said squirrels. That's why I was asking.
You saved me from squirrels.
Yes. I couldn't work out where.
Well, I mean, it's kind of useful in Mechagon though to be saved from squirrels.
This is why we need Harry to shout anti-personal squirrel in a rock face voice.
Exactly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No! I'll tear you apart! Drown like the
Stack those bubbles.
you are.
Okay, I'm gonna get this near one, but then let's push it before the others reach.
We'll have to move.
Impossible.
Lump in the barrier, don't get hit. Okay, let's break some coral.
Mine to wield.
Remember to soak circles after. Stack the bubbles.
Corpses will feed the depths.
Okay, ready to break the remaining coral.
Me and Zach can get this.
So,
66. That's our best yet, I think.
coming back on the
Back to phase 1. This is the one you use pots in. Externals.
Your corpses
Stack those
feed
bubbles.
the depths.
We still break this wave of them. Okay, they're all gone. It's okay if I die.
Can we move away from the boss with the
How
bubble?
long I've waited for
Yep, push the boss before we break the bubbles out now.
drown
You're gonna
like
need to
the
move so that it doesn't
rats
get hit.
you are.
So close.
Oh my god, that was so close.
How long
Okay, let's wipe. Too many dead. It's so close to. We just need to be seconds earlier. If you forgot to use your second pot, please make sure you use. Only person who shouldn't be using it is me because I need to have mine ready for when I'm rezzed up.
Is this true?
Like, can we give you? You're not using pots. Can we give you Unbridled Fury, or do you need a mana pot?
Oh, I don't need
that, was that a joke, Base?
Well-
Does I just need a mana pot?
I'm asking to be nice because he's not using DPS pots, so I'm wondering why. It makes
It
a
does.
difference because it doesn't scale. So
Yeah.
the fact that you're hitting, like,
But we did have all
So as
DPS
much time-
use the second pot. That's
yeah, yeah.
right.
But I'm
So we
wondering
did
if
have it
we can
right. I
just
just
give him a stack of thingies.
if he wants them.
Well, as I'm not really like using it to deal damage, like does the intellect pot help anyway? Or-
Do you not hit? No.
Oh.
Can't we just give you Unbridled Fury?
Yeah, because it's on your melees.
Okay, yeah. Well, sure. I
Oh
can
no,
get those.
it's abilities as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But are you using intellect already? Because then it might not make that much of a difference.
No, I don't use the intellect ones at the moment.
Okay.
mean, I didn't have a chance to get them to make more, so I've only got 19 left. Otherwise, I'd lend them myself.
Yeah, I've only got 20.
I have some trade laner.
Stango, have you got a Vantus rune?
Very good point. No.
Can we fix that?
Can anyone put a bank down, please? I put one down earlier to get the feast out.
Like, the only reason I'm being anal about it is because we were literally like a couple of 100k off.
Yeah, it is so cool. I'm hoping Stango's
The freaking that shield.
If
No, I
Stango's
forgot about it.
Vantus rune helps, then that would be good.
Did I actually pick that up?
Why would
the
healers
recipe
use
for
that?
them?
For damage.
Oh, for the
Unless-
Cyclonic Beam.
Unless they needed the.
Exactly. That's
There
fine
is
to
quite
do.
a lot of HPS requirements, so they might need that.
Yeah, this is an unpleasant healing fight, I
Midnight's
think.
already using it.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get that transition right this time. That was
5,
really good.
4,
Other than
3,
the last couple of seconds.
2, 1.
I'll tear you apart! Drown like the
Stack those bubbles. Yeah, and push the boss.
impossible!
Clump in the barrier, don't get hit. Get ready to break that coral.
To wield!
Remember to soak circles.
Nice sprint.
Stack the bubbles.
Corpses will feed the depths!
Try and get in position for these corals early. And phase away.
Okay, get ready to break the last corals. Remember to soak circles after.
Come on, guys, there's fucking 3 fields.
Second phase 1. This is where you're using your pots.
Going over here to start with, so we can move around the back of the room.
Externals.
How long I drown
Okay, I'm
like
dead
the
early.
rats you are!
You get me up, we can at least practice.
Die, vermin!
Yeah, I'm dead too early again. Okay, this is when we push the boss.
Corpses will feed the depths!
Okay, let's wipe it. Did I run out of range? I know I took a bit of extra because I had to run in the cutting coral to get some of the bubbles. I was wondering, did I get too far away at that point?
No, I don't think so.
It wasn't automatic. We missed a cut, right?
Yeah, it felt like I had an extra one, which means I take more damage from that point onwards, which is a problem. But that was one of the 3 key points I had from that really good Reddit document. The upsurge has to be right, the briny bubbles have to be stacked properly and broken out, and the coral cutting has to be perfect.
Yeah, we missed one on the last. We had 2 to cut and we missed one of them.
Yeah, I saw 2 people go over there, so I decided to stand next to my partner to not kill anyone. So I don't know how they didn't get cut.
I mean, that waterlog ticked for 250k every 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's because I had extra bubbles because of the coral not being broken. That's why that's one of the 3 things that's so important on this fight.
Yeah, and then your second death, it was ticking for 300k.
Yep,
310
because I had even more extra. But that's the point where normally I'd be dead before I get to that anyway. When I hit that many stacks, all I'm going to be doing is res, bubble, run, die.
So. After we break the first ones, I'm moving the boss towards the further away ones, so ranged, move over early.
That's what I thought you were doing.
Like what Squib said.
And you know there's going to be an upsurge, so you know you're going to have to move out the upsurge. So perfect timing to go then stand in place ready.
Don't just run aimlessly though, like.
Yeah.
No.
As long as you're still doing stuff, and
obviously
you're wasting. Yeah.
Cookies going down.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll tear you apart!
Stack those bubbles.
Rats you are!
And push the boss. I'll get any that get close.
Impossible!
Clump in the barrier. Don't get hit now. So break that coral and make sure you soak circles.
You want it to
Stack
be
the
like-
balls.
Your corpses will feed the depths!
With a coral really far away from the boss, it needs to get broken. Break those corals, soak the circles.
How long I've waited
Get Zack up.
You should have killed me when you had that chance.
Yeah, that was out of range from me.
Okay.
Let me take another second.
Is this second one?
Yep.
Yeah.
And also externals. Stack the bubbles. I'm dead slightly early. Okay, next bubbles are the ones we ignore in favor of boss. We need to push her before this wave hits.
Your corpses will feed the depths. Impossible.
Okay, we've pushed her, well done. Clump for heals. Don't get hit by the bubbles. Get ready to break Azurite. Coral, rather.
Azurite is mine to wield.
You need to lay your thing where you set money. You should let me do that.
Soak the circles.
Your corpses will feed the depths.
Stack those bubbles. Ready to break the remaining coral. Don't forget the one far away from the boss. Soak circles after.
Hold on, there's one not there.
Soak those circles.
You should have killed me.
38%, not bad. So, first Rippling Wave, the assignments are in the AA. Although, we've not moved the Yumu out. Don't, no, you mustn't Soulstone me. Okay, Soakers, you get one each staggered. I need a Druid Res just before the second wave.
When do we last?
At 6:05.
30 seconds.
Okay, res me now.
Die, vermin.
Okay, let's wipe. But 38% progress.
Now is Bloodlust.
Yeah, this is where with Bloodlust.
Could we go for healing cooldowns to see?
Your corpses will feed the depths. Die, vermin. How long I've waited for that. Your corpses will feed the depths. Die, vermin. Is this?
Yeah, what's your question?
Why DPS soaking shoot 3 wave 1?
So I can barely hear you. Can you say it again?
Because no one else can soak it.
What was the question? I couldn't hear it.
Why are DPS poking wave 3 something?
Because the way it works is I need to be dead at that point, or I can't soak the other 2 waves. And that wave has the fewest bubbles, so it's the easiest one to have DPS soak.
Prepare.
Yeah, Morg's right. That's why we're doing that. Rogues, hunters, druids are also viable. So
Scribs is tanky as long as he's not falling
as long as he's not what?
off things.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
By the way, like warlocks on this boss are not tanky at all. We're not spec demon skin, and
You're-
our heal does not work on this boss.
It's
So
recommended that you should be okay to do it. It means the healers are going to be giving you some healing. If it turns out to be too much, then we'll switch over to someone else. I'm going with what guides recommend.
You soak at the beginning of phase 3, yeah. So you only have to survive like a minute.
one
and
stack.
Then you can drain soul on the burn phase anyway. You can
Probably
drain
the
it
best
on
of a bad
burn
phase
phase.
that way.
Yeah. And other people have been managing to take stacks right at the start and getting healed through it, which not ideal as it's a distraction, but at this point we can get away with healing a few people.
If we didn't have a pally tank, we'd have to take fit ones at the beginning.
Yeah, I've got a strategy for without a pally tank, because I will be on holiday ID after next, but I'll be putting that in.
If y'all have null rank 3, which just counteracts 1 stack, but at that point.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll tear you apart!
Watch it, Demise.
Yeah, move around a bit.
Yeah, give me a chance with that Carl, please. Stack those bubbles.
Struggle. You can't move too much. There
It's
you
okay, I've got enough space, it's okay. I'll get the nearby one, then we should be okay.
Impossible!
Clump in the barrier, don't get hit. Ready to break the corals. Don't forget circles after.
Azerite is mine to wield.
Take those circles.
Start moving so you're in a position.
Stack those bubbles.
What? Supposed to be on the star there.
Yeah. You break the rest of the corals. Remember to soak circles.
I was in that bubble.
Back to phase 1. This is the one where we use pot. Externals.
Your corpses
Stack the bubbles.
feed the depths. How long I've waited for that.
That's them clear. We're out of there here. Remember, push boss before breaking bubbles this time.
Your corpses will
Stack the
feed
bubbles,
the
but push the boss. Almost there.
impossible.
That's it. Clump for healing.
On the bubbles.
Yeah, we need them broken out.
Make sure you get them back out.
Okay, ready to break some coral.
Azerite is mine to wield.
Soak the circles after.
We'll just move across the room so you're close to the new one.
Stack the bubbles.
Your corpses will feed the depths.
Okay, get ready to break the remaining coral. Don't forget the circles.
Get all of
Soak those circles. And back to phase 1. Rippling wave soakers, get ready. Don't accept the res Sanger.
There's still one left.
Yeah, but I need
Oh,
to.
we need to. I forgot. Sorry.
Okay, get ready to soak rippling wave soakers. 1 stack each, staggered.
Two more from the big one. Maybe.
Yep. Okay, get ready to res me. I need to be up just before rippling wave.
Pressing.
Can you give me a bark here?
Cooldown.
Blood does some 5.
No, I'm dead too early. So this is when I get rezzed again, but we don't have one. We stack the binary bubbles. And let's wipe. If we get to the point where we're into that third phase 1 and your res, don't take it because they need to be saved. Because we have been resing people because we need practice, but we're getting to the third phase 1 now, which is great. Which means that's what we need to be working.
When you get rest for the second wave, there any preference as to where you want to get rest, like close to the boss or mid?
Close to the boss because I need to get the closer ones first. But it's going to need to depend on where the corals are. So if you can make a judgment call based on the corals, but closer rather than farther away, because otherwise I have to run further if I'm behind the bubbles. If I'm near the boss, I can run to them as they come towards it, and I can make sure none get there.
Yeah, this was max range though, so I couldn't get you closer.
Yeah, wasn't ideal. I died earlier than I would have liked. Ideally, I soak that wave and I follow the boss round to where it's going to move. And we'll see. We'll work with it basically. But if I'm not going to be that near the boss, give me a yell and I'll adapt.
Yeah, if you could die in the center.
I will aim to die in the center then. Yeah, that works.
Yep.
I will do my best.
If I'm not wrong though, the bubbles we died at here in the end, that wave, the one that just spawned, that's where we use health pots.
It is, yes.
Valuing cry and the personals and hope for the best.
It is indeed.
They weren't very well staggered now though, so it's kind of,
Yeah, that's why it's better when I'm doing them all, because I will stagger them. Whereas if everyone helps out, it's one of the many reasons we've asked people not to help out. It means we get them all at once, and it's a major healing issue. But we are getting close to getting this right. Our first couple of phase 1s and 2s are looking pretty good. We'll get it's 38. At which point, Squibs?
Yes, she is.
So I'll be dead during the second phase 2 and the first rippling wave of phase 3 of the third shield. Yeah, I can call them if that helps. Not a problem. Yeah, I'll do that and see if it helps. No, that's fine. Yeah, I have nothing better to do at that point.
I remember Sangor, she reads left to right.
Well, no, it's in order in AA from left to right.
Yeah.
I think it was a Megagon joke, no?
It was, yeah. Right, Squibs, just waiting on you.
Oh, was it? Wow, just died. Yeah, I'm ready.
We'll be sending the wildlife.
5, 4, 3, 2,
What was that?
Cancel pool. Get out. Do not press ready when something happens, or if you did press ready, just go with it. Otherwise, we get this. It's fine though.
Okay, let me re-ready check.
Make sure that when you have your food buffs, you don't think anyone died. Doesn't look like it. Good.
This one at least we can reset, unlike Radiance.
Well, you can reset the radiance, you just have to...
It's fine. 30 seconds is fine. All you need to do is not say ready until you're ready. Once you're ready, press the button or type. I'm expecting we might need to wait for bots, etc. Okay, just waiting on Slaughter.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stack those bubbles.
Your corpses will feed the depths. Die, vermin.
Remember?
Impossible.
Clump in the barrier. Yeah. Let's wipe and do that again.
That was messy.
That was a mess. I don't really want to use our reds when we're getting to the point when we need them. Die quickly then, please.
Were we late pushing there? That's why we got that bash.
No.
No.
Base managed to get aggro off me.
Can you wait like 5 seconds on that taunt?
Well, the taunt is there so I get bubbled rather than you.
Yes, you're right. I'll hold my trinket door.
Okay.
Did you get the rest, Merce?
Okay, this is probably going to be the last pull, unless something goes horribly wrong right at the start. So let's see if we can get through that into that third phase one again and get used to handling it. Let's get some food.
Yep.
Thanks. Okay, last pull. Let's make this a good one.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll tear you apart.
Stack the bubbles.
Impossible.
Stack in the barrier. Don't get hit by bubbles. Get ready to break some coral. Don't forget the circles.
Azurite is mine to wield.
Soak the circles. Stack the bubbles.
Drown like the rats you are.
Ready to break the remaining coral. Don't forget circles after. Soak those circles.
You should
67, pretty good. Back to phase 1. This is the potion phase. Externals. Stack those bubbles.
Gonna move back in ourselves after this.
Okay.
Too fast. Speckles on the other side.
Okay, that's the mortal. I'll try and die near the center for you, Threatening. Okay, remember, push boss before breaking bubbles.
Your corpses will feed the depths. Impossible.
Okay, we're into phase 2. Get ready to break the coral.
Azerite is mine to wield.
Stay with you, Blue.
Soak circles after. Stack the briny bubbles.
Corpses will feed the depths.
Okay, break the remaining corals. Don't forget to soak circles. $36. That's a new 35, new best. So first friction waves are going to be soaked by DPS. We're probably going to need some extras. So Lena and Sunty, if you can help out as well on these. Okay, soakers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You ask, can you take one as well, please? Thank you.
Waited for that.
Yeah, I should be up about now.
How long I've waited for that.
Yeah, that was late res, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, you can always get ready to res me, and I can accept it at the right time if that's easier.
That's probably easier.
Yeah. So how about you cast it after you're done healing up? So when you have a convenient moment, cast it, and I'll
Yeah.
just accept at the right time. I'll just resist pressing the button. But that was 35%. That is progress. We're getting there.
I
How
was,
many rolls did we miss?
I was
Pardon?
looking
There
for
was
that
one at the
moment.
end.
There's 3 left at the end.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
But we have to go.
Like Morg said,
Yeah,
I was looking for that moment, but it never came.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure something out. But basically, at any point, it would be good. So we're getting there. If everyone could bring some runes on Tuesday, that would be great. In case we do need to try and push damage a little bit faster.
Does it have to be a resto druid, the residue?
It needs to not be a warlock.
No, but it's any druid, right?
Yeah, any druid will do. I said druid as opposed to warlock.
Just get trainee to do it then.
Yeah, if it's easier to have a balance, then absolutely. It's just if I get soul stoned, then it can res me in the wrong place and it could be a problem.
Well, it also doesn't res you at full health, right?
Yeah, that too. Which will
Which is a massive deal.
Which may or may not be a problem, given essentially I'm going to be rezzed, I'm going to bubble, run, and die. But yeah, it gives me a little bit of a. I can take an extra couple of seconds if needed. But we are getting there. That was good tonight, guys. Well done. Let me even edit the message of the day, as I keep forgetting to. 35%. We are getting there. So bring some runes in case we need them, and we will do more on this on Tuesday.
Keep working on your Benthic pieces; they make a massive difference. My DPS has gone up 7k since.
Oh, nice. Also, you take advantage of Squibs' simming service. He's
obviously,
him.
I'm a tank, so 7k is less of a deal.
Yeah.
Still,
But
it's a
I
lot of
imagine
DPS.
people got some new gear today. Get the sim done with your new gear. Check you're using the best things.
Yeah, 7k. I was doing 16. Oh no, sorry, 5k. I can't math.
Amazing.
Well,
5K.
I mean,
I was doing 16, and now I'm doing 21.
Yeah, I mean, like tank
That's
or DPS.
5.
I mean,
Yes, I know. I just said that I was wrong. Fuck you.
I mean,
But you
5k
went
is
7,
5k,
6.
right? Doesn't matter if you're tank or DPS. Like
Yes,
5k
exactly.
extra on a DPS, it's not.
Exactly. So
Just
get
as
your
big of a
fucking trinket, Zach.
Yeah, because if we do go up in DPS, that means there's an extra cooldown. We can move out of the phase ones, because regardless of DPS, we want to transition those phase ones at the same time. That means more things we can move to phase 2, so the actual boss dies quicker. But so far, things seem to be working pretty well with the cooldowns we're using. So keep it up.
Base, I'm 10k rep away from it.
10k.
10k.
How?
Oh.
Fuck me. Yeah, 100k extra. Like, it adds up.
Yeah, it dealt 219k damage with 2 pots used on this book.
I mean, yeah, that's very similar to what mine does.
Yeah, about 5% of my damage.
GG's, guys. Thank you.
Yep, thanks everyone. See you tomorrow.